Don't quote me on that one though.
Well,
let's just assume that it is. Let's just assume. I was like, did you start versus Zest? I messaged that and it sounds like okay. No, like that tells me nothing.
I think none of us know whether or not.
Yeah.
I think none of us know what a series is. Okay, well, we're working off the assumption that it is a fresh series, so let's just say that in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner of Berliningrad LE, we have the red Protoss player coming out from the land of Korea. He is gonna be representing Alpha X. He's doing it for you, Sushi. He is Zoun.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player himself representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming DPG. It is Zest.
This is the easiest logo mod I think in my life.
Oh yeah.
Scroll all the way down, Zoun. Scroll all the way down again, Zest.
Yeah. And to be fair, we need it because we
do. Yeah. They are quick.
They're quite quick indeed. Quite quick indeed,
to say the least.
So we are reaching the portion of the tournament, by the way, where matches are starting to run out. So we are doubling up here with some drunk Canadian with the B stream. We did clear it with each other. We're like, nah, yeah, it's good. We can cover the same series. We may try and split off after this. That'll probably be the best plan.
Yeah, ideally.
But yeah, like 1 or 2 more series to go, and I think we may be done because the mainstream is wrapping up with the upper qualifying matches as well. Like they will eventually join us down here.
They will. It's less than ideal, shall we say, to double up. We can get away with it, doubling up, but tripling up, nah.
Yeah. I do know that the mainstream do not allow us to double up with them, I should say. So yeah, we our yeah, it does make plenty of sense. So it does mean that our broadcast is going to be coming to an end shortly. Again, 1 or 2 more series remaining, and then we will be wrapping things up, and we will most likely be giving a raid to either the stream A or stream B to give them plenty of love.
Yeah. Depending on well, yeah, pretty much depending on which series, I suppose.
Yeah. We'll probably just give it to old mate Brendan.
Yeah.
I think we gave it to him last. I think we gave it to him last time as well. So yeah, we'll give some love to some drunk Canadian.
Well, I think we gave it to some drunk Canadian, but his old stream was coming to an end. So
yeah, I think we
went to the main stream regardless.
Yeah, we both ended our stream at the same time. Oh god. Meanwhile, a very interesting openers here. Both of our Protosses, they both opened up Robo first, which is crazy. And we see Zoun just going across the map, very creator-esque, except without the proxy. Just 3 gates and a Robo, and a Warp Prism.
Well, we are in Berliningrad, so I suppose you don't really need to proxy, do you?
I suppose not. Meanwhile, Zoun trying to be a little bit cheeky, trying to mine out this mineral patch, but he couldn't do it fast enough. Meanwhile, just quickly checking Zest's vision. Zest did scout his opponent, did confirm that there was no natural base, but didn't see the robo yet.
Yeah, but great minds do think alike, so Zest has to at least be suspecting something is coming his way as he moves across the map with his...
Yeah, it's the mirror build, mate. They're doing the exact same thing against each other.
Yeah.
Oh my god, but Zest, he had a little bit more foresight. He did already clear up those minerals, and he's hitting first. Zoun, he was off doing his own thing in the corner of the map, trying to like delay himself a little bit, and now he's losing his production.
He cannot reinforce this yet, despite having that Warp Prism up and running. He just doesn't have any production available to him. Neither will Zest, though, in fairness.
Yeah, we are going full Clown Fiesta here. Nice force field. Every single probe of Zoun will die. Meanwhile, Zoun didn't have a sentry. He didn't have a force field, so Zest actually escapes.
And he does evacuate. He catches his recall as well. Because Zest can just send his probes back.
Just look at the worker count. 0 to 19.
0 for Zoun, yeah.
Oh my god, Zest, he just executed the build so much more efficiently, so much more cleanly. He was so decisive with his moves. Meanwhile, Zoun, he was second guessing himself a little bit. You know, he was a little bit tentative and he paid the price for it.
Immediate GG. I hope that was game number 1. I hope we get a game number 2 here.
That was yeah.
Oh. All right.
That was insane.
I'm just in awe. It's one of those games where you could say a lot about what happened, but it's kind of difficult because what did we just witness?
That was brutal, mate. Absolutely brutal.
And yes, thankfully that was game number 1. So we'll be getting to game number 2 here. Hopefully a bit of a longer one than what we just saw.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Oh my god. As a reminder to everyone, !B in the chat if you want to have a look at the bracket. The winner of this series will move on to face Dong Rei Gu.
Already waiting there. So regardless, we are going to be getting a PvZ.
Exactly. That's honestly why I wanted this series. It's GRG's. He's the last or the only Zerg player here in the lower bracket.
Yeah. We know how your whatchamacallit slide, but that is going to be enough of that. Instead, we are going to be having this question. I'm not sure where I was going with that. Hardwire LE is the map that we are on, and in the bottom left-hand corner, spawning all the way in the bottom left-hand corner, the red Protoss player coming out from the land of Korea. He, of course, is going to be representing Alpha X. He's the general himself. He is Zoun.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the best Protoss in the entire world, representing Dragon Phoenix Gaming. DPG, it is Zest.
It's Hardwire, mate.
Oh god, it is, mate. It
Hardwire.
And
that somebody has said that before.
They have, mate. They have.
They have, yeah.
And oh god, I just realized something that's brutal, and we haven't really talked much about this. Not just that Zest is gonna go off to military soon, you know, in the next month or so. It's that he's pulling a bit of a Rain, in the sense that when Rain left and went to the military, he left when he was in peak form. He had just won a GSL. And likewise, it's not like Zest is in his twilight years. Like, he's still a dominant force in the region going to military.
Yeah, he has been going 1 and 2 with Trap when it comes to the top Protoss player in Korea. He has come in runner-up, in fairness, in Code S, but as you were saying, he's still been very dominant in just about anything he plays in, and by anything, I mean literally everything out there. So
yeah.
Sign up for all of it.
Like, you say, you know, runner-up, right? It's like, mate, coming second place, like, a lot of players can only dream to accomplish that. Yeah. So, like, again, he's still a dominant force in the scene, period. I think everyone agrees that he is, like, #1 Protoss, especially because, you know...
Trap wouldn't agree.
I'm sure even he would agree, mate.
He would probably agree, yeah. As it's more accurate to say Gemini wouldn't agree.
Oh god. So yeah, it is a bit of a shame that, you know, we are going to have to be saying goodbye to him soon, but despite the end being closed for Zest, he still plays in every single thing he can.
He has not slowed down, and when we say every single thing, we mean everything. I think he's been playing in more ESL NAs recently.
He plays in the EUs as well.
He plays in the EUs now. Yeah, he started to play in the ESL EUs.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you know what? He knows that he won't be able to for at least a couple... Like, first off, I think for the first couple of months in military, you're just not allowed at all to touch a computer, and then even after that, you can only like, whatchamacallit, you only get that break time like once a week or something. So he wants to get it out of his system while he still can.
Yeah, exactly. He won't be able to touch StarCraft afterwards, so... That will be a bit of a shame. Meanwhile, Zoun, he's doing the same build, by the way. He is going for those 3 gateways and going for the Warp Prism.
Yes, this is going to be the player 2 switch things up this time. But immediately Zoun gets scouted. He's going to...
Wow.
Zest... Oh, I think Zest may have barely missed the Warp Prism, but regardless, he knows that it's a Robo.
Yeah, he knows exactly what this build is because he just did it. So now he has to defend at home. He has sentries. He has 1 shield battery. He's going to need a couple more, though, and he has to be careful. Again, if Zoun were to learn from Zest and make a sentry, then potentially could try and force field the ramp. So, yeah, Zoun has to be careful. He has to respect that. Oh.
Yeah, there's no blink available yet for Zest, even though he has finished up the Twilight Council.
That he has.
Yeah, so there's still a lot of zoning potential for sentries. I say 4 sentries. Come on, Zoun.
He just continues to warp in. Stalkers instead. He wants to brute force his way through, but a second shield battery just finishes up here for Zest, and he is making a robo for those. I imagine we're going to be seeing an Immortal. Like, Immortals defensively are insane at the moment.
Yeah, especially against Stalkers specifically, especially against Stalkers that don't have Blink. Zest pulls a couple of boys, which he can afford to do, and battery overcharges. Not even helping out too much, actually. Now I just noticed that Zoun had enough Stalkers to target fire the Stalkers and take them out in 1 shot.
Yeah, he was one-shotting Stalkers there, but because the boys were pulled, Zest actually killed enough Stalkers to stop that from happening. The Immortal is halfway done. The boys were pulled. Zest, we have an equal worker count, but now the Stalkers are coming in again.
And once again, no, never mind. This time there aren't enough to one-shot, but this time there isn't a battery overcharge available for Zest for a while. That's it. The Immortal's now out.
Yeah, Zest, he bought enough time for the Immortal. The pylon will go down and depower these shield batteries, but Zoun can no longer push forward here. And again, Zest is chasing this because if Zoun stops the warp in again, then that is the opportunity for Zest to focus on that Warp Prism.
Exactly. It's kind of a damned if you do, damned if you don't right now for Zoun, right? Decide to continue to retreat and not have as many Stalkers in the front line, or warp in and leave his Warp Prism exposed.
Yeah, exactly. Now he finally does warp in across the map. He throws down a Nexus. He has realized he cannot end the game. Or he doesn't think he can end the game.
Oh, he might be able to end the game.
Yeah. It's possible. If he has enough, he can dive on top of the Immortal.
He wants to end the game, but he can't quite yet.
He forces the shield to be activated on the Immortal. It is wasted. Meanwhile, Zest is getting ready to pounce on that Warp Prism if it tries to go into the main base.
He wants to. I think Zoun has sort of noticed that the Stalkers are a little bit split, so he sees a little bit of an opportunity, picks off a couple of Stalkers. But that Immortal is still scary. I think Guardian Shell, okay, it actually hasn't reset yet.
Not yet. Meanwhile, Zoun is forced all the way back. He does have his expansion at home, and ooh, he is going straight into Disruptors.
Well, that's one way of countering the Immortal.
I guess so. I mean, obviously, if we were casting, like, someone like Skillus, we would be saying Colossus, but, Zoun is a good player. So we should be... I'm joking. I love you, Skillus. I love you. Sensible is the much better word. Sensible. Yeah. So he is getting a Disruptor out here. Oh boy, again, a lot of potential there with those Disruptors.
But it is only that. It is only potential. Zoun still has to nail the Purification Novas, and against a player like Zest, it will be pretty difficult. Even without Blink, you expect him to be able to split. He is getting Blink, by the way, so he's still making it a little bit easier on himself.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing, right? Is that Zoun does not have a Twilight Council. Instead of going for that Twilight Council, he doubled down on the Robotech. He's getting Warp Prism speed. He wants to gain value with these Disruptor drops.
Yeah, show me the balls dropping.
Yeah.
Let's go, Zoun.
Exactly, balls be dropping as they're going across the map here. Meanwhile, Zest, it's on him to try and scout this. He did go for a bit of a hallucinated scout there, and he did actually see the tech, so he knows the Disruptors are coming. And he's already pre-splitting. Oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy.
Oh, no. Just waiting for it.
Yeah, here we go. We do have the War Prism trying to sneak in towards the natural base. At the same time, the main Stalker army wants to push in as well.
And Zest knows where the War Prism is at. Should be able to just regroup his forces. There are a lot of sentries. So look at that hot pickup. 2 Purification Novas just get completely whiffed. And that is the trigger for Zest to move forward with his own army.
Exactly, that was beautifully done, but Zest did just lose his Warp Prism, so that micro potential that he just had, it is gone, mate. But because of the Whiff Disruptors, you know, Zoun gives him so much room, and now Zest is pushing out. Okay, he has Blink.
Yeah, he does have Blink. Backs away when things start going awry.
That he does. Meanwhile, Zoun, he's still striking around. He still wants to find a way through the defenses of Zest, but at the moment he cannot. He just keeps meeting that Stalker army. Meanwhile, Zest actually opting not to rebuild that War Prism. Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, you really need a hot pickup when you have Blink. Zest trying to go for a bit of a sandwich here. I think he's actually going to be able to get it. The Disruptors are so exposed!
Oh! Blink, puppy, blink!
He does Blink, takes out the War Prism as well, and just like that, GG is called. Zest takes that series 2-0.
Oh my God.
Against Zoun, no less.
That
who's kind of been Zest's Protoss nemesis throughout the year.
Yeah, that was beautiful, mate. Oh, just I'm not even a Protoss player, but there was beauty in what we just saw. The way that Zest just manhandled and dealt with Zoun in that series, not just in game 2, but even in game 1, where he just, again, we had mirrored builds, but just better, just overall, just better execution from Zest. And here in the defense, like the way that he utilized those Blink Stalkers towards the end, like focusing down those Disruptors and the War Prism as well, like just the way he maneuvered was beautiful.
Chef's kiss, yeah. Beautiful.